today I'm going to be showing you my method for solving the gear ball. And the gear ball is a fun little puzzle. It's very easy. There's only 2 algorithms to remember, and they're very short and very easy. So this is a fun puzzle. If you get a chance to pick one up, I recommend it. And so, well, let's jump right in. So before I mix it up, I wanted to go over the pieces here. So it's sort of like a regular cube, it's just in a ball shape. And of course you have your centers, and then you're going to have, these are your corners. Let me turn it to a side, be easier to see, maybe the yellow. So you have 4 corners, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you have actually 2 sets of edges. You have the edges that share colors, like these. And then you have what I call the inner edges, which are these little, like little C-shaped pieces that surround the center. And so you'll just kind of need to know, you know, the different ones. Like for instance here, so you'll know that one side has the yellow, the other side has the blue. So you know that it's going to go between the yellow and the blue center. So if I say, you know, in the right place or not in the right place, then that's what it means. Alright, so I'll go ahead and show you how it moves here. You just move it like that. You can only do 180-degree turns. If you try to do a 90-degree, then you'll see that the pieces don't match up. So you can only do like a full 180 on this, similar to the gear cube, which I did a video on that a while back. So you can see how it turns, and I'm just gonna kind of mix it up here. Mine, I have a lot of trouble with lockup on mine. I don't know if it's just mine or if they're all like that, but it's kind of tough to get it to turn. You have to make sure all the pieces are lined up just right. But basically, that's a pretty good scramble there. Okay, so you can see that everything's scrambled up, and you know you keep on turning it if you wanted to. I think that's good though. Just looking at it, I think we're good. So we'll just go with that, and we'll get started with the first step. So the first step is we're just going to match up the yellow corners. So don't even worry about the yellow center right now. I'll show you why in just a minute. We just want to look for one set of yellow corners, and what I mean by that is, like, if I started right here, like if I looked at the yellow and the green, I want to find the other corner that has the yellow and the green, and I'm just going to match that up with this one. So it'll be yellow here and green here. So here it is down here. So looks like all I need to do is just turn it over right there. So just like on the gear cube, if you match up one set, the other set is already matched up somewhere. So here it is on the bottom. So all I'm going to do is just turn it up like that. And if they don't match with the yellow center, all you got to do is just turn a little bit, and there you go. So you don't even have to worry about where the center is at first. Just get the 2 edges, or the sets of corners matched up, and then just turn them up like that. Now the next thing I'm going to do is look here, and I'm just going to rotate this bottom until I have the other pinks matched up with the pink center. So I'm just going to rotate, just had to do it once, and that'll go ahead and fix all the rest of them. So now you see that you got all of your corners matched up with their centers. There's the red and the green and the orange. Alright, so once they're all matched up like that, you're ready to move on. Okay, step 2. What we want to do next is we're going to try to get all of these centers that have 2 colors in the right spots. So what you want to do is just look around and see if you can see any centers that need to be switched. So like for instance, these are in the right spots, but what I mean is look for 2 where, just imagine if the red blue was over here between the red green, and the red green was over here between the red blue. So if these two were switched, you want to look for that. So I'm just going to look around, and I see some right here. Alright, so you can see that the red orange is between the red and yellow center, and the red yellow is between the red orange center. So these two are backwards, so they just need to switch. So that's what you want to look for. Now if you don't find any on the ball that fit that description, like if these two were kind of on the back and if switching them it wouldn't fix them, if you don't find any of that, then just do the move I'm getting ready to show you and then look again. Okay, so what you do is you take the two that need to be switched, you hold them on the top, and you want to hold them vertical to you like this. And then you're going to do this algorithm. R2, U, R2, U. And you'll see that they switched. Alright, so let's look again, see if we see any. These are good, going that way. These are good, going that way. Looks like they're all in the right spot, so I only had to do it once. Sometimes you have to do it 2, maybe 3 times, but it's pretty quick step. So again, in case you missed it, if you're having trouble finding any that need to switch, just do that same move and then check again. And the second time you check, you'll be able to see them. So once you have all the centers matched up with the corners, and now all these edges are in the right spots between their colors, then you're ready for the next step. Alright, next we're going to look at the inner edges. So that will be these little C-shaped pieces. So you just need to check, and you'll see that there are 3 rows of them. There's a row here, and there's a row here, and then there's a row here. Now usually they'll all be in the right spot already, so but in this case they're not. So but more often than not they're already fixed. At least that's what I see. But you'll always have at least one row that's correct. So you'll see these. So the orange is right, the green's right, the yellow, and the blue. So this is the row that's correct. The other 2 rows are incorrect. So you just want to hold the ball where the correct row is sort of like a rainbow. It's like in the middle and it's going horizontal to you like this. And you just want to do this move. R, U, R, U, R, U. And that fixes up the other 2 rows that were incorrect. So now you can see that all the colors are in the right spots. The only thing that still needs to happen is these edges need to be oriented. And so for the very last step, what you do is just find one that's not lined up properly, and you'll see that it's either going to be pointing up from left to right, or it's going to be pointing down from left to right. In this case it's up. So if it's pointing up, then that means you're going to move the right side up 4 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that fixed it. So now we want to take a look again, and coincidentally this one's pointing up too, so I'm just going to move it 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, so let me show you if it had been pointing down like this. So if it's pointing down from left to right, then you'll just take the right side and move it down 4 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if it was pointing down and you moved it the other way, then that's okay too. It's just that it's going to take 8 moves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's just easier to look for. If it's pointing up, move it up. If it's pointing down, move it down. And that's it. So I think I've covered everything. It's that easy, and just 2 really short, simple algorithms to remember. So I hope this helps, and I'll see you next time.